let's test out magic layers. You're welcome to my design workshop, where I help beginner content creators build design skills and put them to use. By the end of this lesson, you'll learn a thing or two about how to use magic layers. You'll learn how to upload your flat PNG or JPEG images so magic layers can take them apart. And you'll feel confident enough to try it out on your own. Because in this workshop, we practice what we learn. So, I'm sure you've heard by now that Canva has introduced, drum roll please, magic layers. And yes, just as the name implies, there is some magic in the mix. There are two ways to access the magic layers feature. Over here at the top, you'll see the icon right here says magic layers. And inside of the editor, we'll see that in a bit. But for now, let's start here. So, first up, I'll be going back to a time when I thought I was going to become a UX UI designer. And I hopped on to the 100-day challenge. I fell off, but that's not what this is about. I found my checkout page design and it's a flat image and I want to make changes. Don't know where the old file is, so that's a problem. But now with magic layers, I can take it apart and re-edit the elements and make some much needed changes, I'd say. So let's bring in that image. To do that, I'll click on magic layers over here. And we'll see here that I can select media. Once I click on it, it will take me to this page where I can upload the image. So let's find it now. I'll click on upload. And then it will bring me here. I'll go to my downloads. Where are you? I recently saw it. Where are you? Yes, it is right here. I'm going to bring it in. Okay, so it is right here and ready. It says your design is ready to edit. Open editor. I click on that. And here we are inside the editor. Now, as you can see, something is happening. It's taking the elements apart. Let's see what happens after. Okay, so as you can see, it has pulled out all the different elements. There's some text, there's some icons, there's some elements in here, and it looks like I can make changes to everything. So let's do that. First, I'm going to change the background color. So I designed the background that you see over here inside Canva, and this checkout page was designed in Figma. And let's see what changes I can make. Now, I'm going to change the background color. So let's click on the color circle here. And then I will click on add a new color right there. And type in here, hashtag. And type in here, hashtag 4F0D5F. I'm going for this dark purple. It has already changed. And now that color will be added to the document colors section. Next, let's see. So I'm going to change the elements, the wobbly elements completely. Let's do that. Let's go into the elements section. I'll click on this right here and type in here wobbly shapes. Wobbly shapes, yes. and let's see what comes up. Okay. I like this. Let's see what this is. Abstract organic blob shape. Yeah, this is close to what I'm looking for, but I'm going to type in here. Shape, abstract, element. Okay, that's not element. I'll just delete this and press enter. Okay, close. It's coming along. The elements I'm looking for. All right, this looks like something I would like. So I'm going to see more like this. Yeah. And then scroll through to find what I would. Okay. I'm just going to go with this one. I'll put it here. I'll just spin it around with this and fit it in somewhere here like that. Yeah. So this is going to go here like this. Just move it a little bit more like that. Yeah. There. I'll just tuck it up here. Got that. Next, I'll just find another one. We'll just tuck them into the corners. There's this one, which I will tuck in here. First, I'll delete this one. Tuck this in here like that. Then I'll change this one as well. Okay, now let's change the colors. We'll start with this one. There's the line and then the wobbly element itself. I'll click on that and add a new color. The color that I'm going to add is hashtag CFA. It's coming along, no worries. It won't be green. 7E7. Okay, this is the color I'm going for. Now we'll change the next one. That one is going to be, yeah, this is the color I'm going for this one. I'm just keeping it as is. And then over here, I'm going to change that to, let's add a new color. Hashtag 04 FB8. Yeah, okay. And then over here, I'll change this one to, let's see. Okay, I think I'll just add a new color and make that B99 ECF. Okay, yeah, so this is what I'm going for. Now let's make changes to the design itself. There's a bit of a line here, it's separated. I will just bring it close together like that. Okay, to close up that line over there. And then I will bring this down slightly so that it is even, making sure that it is even. And now it's time to, let's make some changes to the text. I'm going to increase the size of this to 30. At the moment it's 24.1. I'll just type in here 30 to increase the size, enter. And then I will stretch it out. Yeah. Let's recenter it. And I'll come over here. I want to change the buttons. I want to change the buttons. So I'm going to go in and I'm still in the element section. I'll go to shapes and we have the good old rounded square. That's what I'll be using. I'll click on that. Okay. Now I'm going to elongate it and reduce the size until it fits the way I would like. Okay, I will still need to reduce the I still need to reduce the size so that it fits nicely like that. Then I can change this to something legible at least. Maybe that. And of course, I'm not going to keep this pink. I have a color for this one. I'm going to change the color to, let's add, I'm going to change the color to this. Yeah. And then I'm going to do the same for the rest. Let's delete the one behind. Good, it's gone. Now I'm going to duplicate this and then bring it over here. I'll move it down here like that so that it fits nicely. Delete the one in the back. Be gone. Okay. And now let's go to position so we can take this back and have our text. Okay, I'll change the color of the text so it's legible. And then we will do the same for the rest. I'll just duplicate this. Put it over here. We need to reduce the size. I'll just do that. Okay. Of course, we need to delete the one in the back. So let's go. Let's do that. And I've selected it. Oh, I selected the wrong one. Let me go to layers and find it. It's hiding somewhere. Okay. Not that one. Not this one. It is this one. So now we can delete it. I'll just go to these three dots and delete. It's gone. Okay, now let's change the color of the text so that it is legible. I'll change it to black like I've done for the others. Just move this over here. And now let's do that one. We just need to duplicate this, reduce the size so that it fits nicely. And then put it over here. Let me make sure that okay. Delete that. Bring this here. Increase the size a little bit just so it doesn't look out of place. Okay. I think this is fine. Let's go to position. Let's take a look at what is hiding behind that because we know something is hiding. Is this one? Right? I think it is. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, yes, I already deleted it. Oh, me. Oh, my. Okay, I already deleted that. So all we need to do now is make sure that the CVC is on top of it. Oh, we can just bring this and put it beneath the CVC and we have it over here. Okay. Now I'm just going to change the font color to black. Yeah. Usually when you go to a checkout page or a website and you're being asked to fill out the details, well, this is not a UX class. What am I doing? But I just want to say this. The name, you'd find that the name is a bit faint. It's not as bold. Yeah. So maybe we can change it to white. It will still be legible, but it will not be as bold. I believe that white works well for this. Let me just change this as well to white and that to white. Okay. Coming along nicely. I like where it's going. Let's do this one. Before I change this, let's work on the pay button because that one is the most important button over here. We're trying to lock in that money. Okay, so let's change that. I'll change that button. delete. I'll copy this one. So that's just duplicate, bring it over here. And change the color because we need it to stand out. That way we can seal in that payment. Okay, make it stand out. So I'm going to choose this dark purple over here, the one we use for the background. And what needs to be done now is pay now needs to sit on top of that button. So I'll bring the button under it inside of the layers. And there we have it. Okay. Now I'll just change this to white as well. Then I think I'm going to change the font. Let's do that to Quicksand, one of my favorite. I'll change that to Quicksand and then I will stretch it out. It's nice and bold. We keep that bold because we're trying to lock in that payment. Okay. And then I'll change the text, the name, all of that. I'll change all of that to Quicksand as well. Yep, so that's done now. Okay, this, you need to be Quicksand as well. What I could have also done was, once I clicked on that and then it says here, Proxima Nova, change all to Quicksand. Yeah, just go for that. And then we're all set. Quicksand it is. So it says font change across the design. So that over there. Okay. Next, now let's look at this section over here. Now I'm going to change this bit to, let's click on the color and I'll just come in here and add a new color. That's going to be EDC BFF and then I'll press enter. So it's changed to this light lavender color. Yeah. Okay, yes, it's light lavender. I think I still need to move things around. Just a second. I'll just move this over here so that it's nice and centered. Easy navigation. And I'll just move the text. All right. Okay, last but not least, we're almost there. We're close. I'm going to just make some changes to this icon over here. I'm going to click on it and change this color over here too. Just add new color. 7D6 475. Okay. And then I'll just bring it down slightly to, yeah. So yeah, you can make changes to your old designs. And I like how this has turned out. Calls for celebration. Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to give this a new title. It'll be called Checkout Page Re-edited. Nothing special. Re-edited. But yeah, happy with how it turned out. Okay, I'm going to just preview this design. Let's see what it looks like now. Yeah, this is it. Let's go back. So, you've learned a thing or two about how magic layers work. Now go on and get creative.